Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com. Max and I are back from the Moto America Dunlop COTA tire test, and I'm going to break that down for you right now. Let's start off by talking about where we finished. Max ended up 4th fastest overall, and so you can zoom in here, right? Last session of the test, the kid was P2 in that session and ran his fastest lap time of the entire test on his very last lap. And I've got a pretty interesting story that I can tell you about that too. We got a lot of B-roll that we shot down there at the test. Caleb's going to mix all that stuff in as appropriate, right? And I don't even know how this is going to all come together, but let's talk about this last session. Kid hadn't ridden in 5 months. This is his first time back on track. He rode real well. He rode 7 out of the 8 sessions from wire to wire. I think he probably did more laps than any other kid in the Junior Cup class did. We only missed one session. That was the one on Wednesday morning. It had rained a little bit. The air was real heavy. I looked at the forecast. It was going to be dry the last 3 sessions. I didn't want to go buy a set of reins and throw them on. I didn't really see any value to it, so we opted out. Only one kid went out there. Jack Roach went out on the Westby bike, and he rode that session. Everyone else sat on the sidelines. Max is one of those riders, he builds to it. He really, every session, he went faster and faster. We made some gearing changes, some suspension changes to the bike, reviewed the data. He made good use of all of it, and he brought it home in the last session. One of the things he needs to work on is just going faster out of the gate, riding with the fastest riders, right, and using them for a little bit of a tow. That last session, he was out there, and his first lap was fast. He was with the group. I'm like, it is on now, and then I'm watching the sector times, and he does this enormous first sector was like 52 seconds, right? We're talking 20 seconds or whatever over where he should have been. I'm like, oh shit, what happened now? Long story short, we had some gas cap issues. The kid's doing something new this year. I don't know what it is, because gas caps that used to be just fine for him are all of a sudden popping off and getting lost on the racetrack. It started with, in the session just before the final one here, he lost the Norton twist-on locking gas cap. It came off. He finished the session riding without a gas cap. He rode half of the session with no gas cap. I told him, I said, don't ever come in unless the bike is on fire, and he listened to me, right? So he finished the session. So I had a driven gas cap that was mounted on our spare tank. I unbolted that. I put it on. I'm like, we're good to go. You've ridden with this thing for 3 years. No problem, right? Wrong. The cause of that giant first sector time was the gas cap popped off yet again, and it got trapped under his butt while going down the straightaway. When he went up the hill and into turn 1, he slowed the bike, reached down, grabbed his gas cap, screwed it back on, and then finished the rest of the session. I want to be clear to everyone, there is no problem with either one of those products. They both work great. A lot of people use them. The issue is Max Van. He's doing something new this year. We're going to have to try and figure out what that is. But in the meantime, I'm going to install a Vortex Racing gas cap on there that threads on and has a little lock, just to make sure we're not getting a DNF over a gas cap. All in all, we had a great test. I want to thank everyone who supports our little family-owned and operated company. You are what allows us to be title sponsor for the Junior Cup class in Moto America, something we're really proud of. And even more important than that, you're what allow Max and I and our entire family to go out and have this amazing experience. Hopefully we work real hard, the stars and the planets align, and the kid brings us all home a trophy at some point during this year. Either way, we're going to have a great time, and hopefully this video Caleb puts together turns out cool.
What's up, guys? I'm here at COTA. Going out for session 1 here in a little bit. As you can see, turn around, Dad. Look at how messy it is. It's going to be pretty green out today.
Can't even see the tower hardly, dude. Yeah. We're in the garage right now.
It's going to be probably close to 70 degrees when I go out. I'm pretty excited. Just going to have some fun with my friends and just get used to the bike again.
Pretty cool pitting in the garage with
M4 X-Star Suzuki, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely a cool experience, just, you know, hanging out with all these dudes, but yeah, just excited to head out there again. So we're back here with you guys at COTA. Just got done with practice 1 about maybe 30 minutes ago. Track is great. I mean, there's grip, there's a lot of grip, definitely. I wasn't going out and pushing, but you can't see anything really. Like when I came in, I was soaking wet. My bike was soaking wet.
A lot of fog.
Yeah, a lot of fog. My whole on the left side of the shield, I just couldn't see anything, so I was right-eyeing the whole time. But at the end of the session, I came out P3. I was neck and neck with Jack Roach on the times. Me and Jack Roach are both 5 seconds off Bengalati right now. I don't know how that kid's going so fast. But I'm super excited for the next session, and I'll let you guys know how it's going afterwards. Last day at COTA. Definitely a fun 2 days. We got Bengalati actually recording. He's the fast guy of the weekend.
Fast guy's running the camera now.
Yeah, fast guys running the camera.
So we did good. Max
yeah.
did really good. He improved every session that he went out. The only session he didn't go faster in was the one that was...
It was a bit wet this morning.
It was wet this morning.
Nobody really improved. They just went out and rode.
So you finished on a 33, was it 33.6? Of course, it was your last lap, as always, okay? You need to go faster soon. That's the thing. But you did really good. You put your head down. You didn't, no crashing, no drama this weekend, which was really nice. Super happy about that. What'd you think of the track?
I think it's so much fun. There's definitely some bumps that are in like the right part of the track. I'm sure Ben could agree with me. But I hope to come back here one day. It's a lot of fun. But I'd like to be on a bigger bike, 600, 1,000, something like that. Just actually use the straightaways. You know?
Because these straightaways are massive.
I think I hit almost 123 miles an hour today on this little bike on the back straightaway.
122.8 is the top speed that we got on it. And the good news is your bike was every bit as fast as Ben's was on the timesheets, which was nice. I think there was one guy's who was maybe just
Avery's
yeah, like a tenth or so faster. So got a fast bike, you rode good, we had a lot of fun.
Yep.
Ben Galati's a fast guy this weekend.
Yep.
That's a carrot, man. You gotta go chase him now.
Yep. Just gotta figure out how. But
100%.
I'll figure it out throughout the season. All right.
Road Atlanta, here we come.